There's that sexy face. Oh, shoot, we're live.
I knew it. I was
Every
like,
time. I ruin it.
Josh
Every
is gonna be
time.
talking.
Wow.
It always happens. It never fails. Sup, y'all? Welcome to the CrossForge Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Patrick Ryan, otherwise known as Huge Cow Patty, or HCP for short. I am joined today by a nice panel of guests. We even got two guests that have never been on the show today, but we're going to start because I like to go from on my Google. I don't know what it looks like for everybody else, but for my Google Hangouts from left to right, we have Mr. Ned.
Greetings, humans.
And we have Darman Smith, otherwise known as Josh.
I ruined everything I
Are
touched.
you flexing? Were you flexing just then? What was happening?
Don't know.
All right. I mean, whatever. You do you. We've got a first-time guest, Mr. Cool Karate Man himself, Andrew Mead. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
And we've also got another first-time guest, Brian, also known as Rocket Lawnchair.
Hello. Good to see you. Wonderful,
Which
beautiful people.
you're definitely, after I introduce Assad, I'm coming back to you. And we also have Assad, who's been on every episode except one.
Well,
And that
because
was
I
the
didn't see Deadpool. I'm
Right,
sorry.
he didn't want Deadpool 2 spoiled for him, so he didn't come on.
Wise
So,
advice.
all right. So back over to Rocket Lawnchair. Where did that name come from? We got to hear.
Where does rocket launcher come from? Comes from an old mishearing of a game term in a Metal Slug 2. Actually, Metal Slug X. There are guns you pick up in the Metal Slug games, and when you pick them up, the announcer announces it. In Metal Slug 2, the announcer said when you got the rocket launcher, it said rocket launcher, and it was very clearly a rocket launcher. But in Metal Slug X, I don't know what the announcer is on, but he said it rocket launcher, and everyone had this like euphemism. Oh, it's rocket launcher. So my brand was previously known as Substance TV. I sold it, and I said, "Wow, I need just some weird, dumb euphemism, and I'll design a logo and stuff around it." And voila.
I love it.
That's
awesome. That's way better than the story of where my name came from. Patty. I'll go ahead and tell it just for those of you who don't know already. So there was a contest to win an Xbox 360 the week before the console came out. It was put on by Mountain Dew. It was called Every 10 Minutes. And I figured out pretty quickly that if you knew what you were doing, you could almost guarantee that you were going to win one of these Xbox 360s because they gave away a ton of them. So I managed to get it so that I won one. And so I'm one of the first people in the world being able to access the 360 version of Xbox Live. And so I get to make this gamer tag. And I'm like, well, I don't know what I'm going to call myself. And in college, this is where I was when I won the 360. Friends of mine used to call me Patty. And somebody was like, you should call yourself Cow Patty. And I went, well, if I'm going to be Cow Patty, I'm going to be a huge one. So Huge Cow Patty is where that
Huge
came
Cow
from.
Patty. You know what? The lore is what matters. It's the lore.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It really is. And there's the lore. All right. Before we get into the news, I want to ask just real quick, because there's a lot of us, so I don't necessarily want to go down the line and give everybody 10 minutes to tell me how their week has been going, because then we'll be here forever just talking about that. But if anybody has anything like really exciting that's happened to them in the last couple of days that they're like, I just got to share this, take the floor. All right, Josh,
Getting my
what you got?
you.
Okay. I threw my hand up. I preempted you.
Whoa.
He did the classroom thing, like. All right,
We're
go.
gonna play Heads Up 7-Up.
Gonna do something. Today, the most interesting thing that happened today is, first of all, I started getting sick. That's no bueno. But I had a fun discussion over The Last Jedi, and arguably the best scene out of that whole film was, we can talk, it's been 5 months.
Right. When the movie ended, that was the best part. I agree. That was a
When,
real...
yeah, when Rose,
I mean,
when those credits came out, I was like, oh my god, it's over. Oh, that's so
No,
nice.
but for real, so we were arguing about the semantics of space travel and proportions of ships and why it was a really cool, oh my god, Shut up. You're going away.
Turn them Facebook notes
It's off.
off.
It's dead. Go across the room. Ships, proportions, metal, and how what was done in The Last Jedi in the space battle scene where she takes the cruiser, cuts the other ship in half, basically, was, first of all, visually phenomenal. But a lot of people were like, well, why didn't we do that with the Death Star? And I'm like, let me put this in perspective. It's like throwing a school bus at the Pentagon versus a 747. You throw enough 747s, you're gonna break down the building.
Yeah, but
sorry,
my favorite part of this is how there's been hyperspace technology for thousands of years, and plus Purple Hair Girl is the first one to figure out I can weaponize space travel.
No, and that was something that was brought up. That was actually something brought up.
I was the first one to do it, and look at me here. I have purple hair. I'm smirked. No, I'm sorry. This would have been figured out long ago.
Yes, at some point,
actually
somebody would have invented
in the EU.
hyperspace torpedo.
I mean, that's a little bit harder to
Now
engineer.
they have the hyperspeed torpedo, but they also need bombs to drop in space where there's no gravity. That's the kind of realism you can expect from Star Wars, ladies and gentlemen.
At any
You're
rate,
like, you just let it all out. Just
Where did the
breathe.
Where did Ryan Reynolds touch you? Where did he do it?
Wow.
he touched me here.
He touched me in my mind. He made me think.
At any rate, that was my exciting thing.
Yeah. Cool. All right, Assad, did you have something?
Yeah, I actually got a platinum trophy for the first time ever.
Whoa!
Oh, cool. What
Nice.
game?
Cosmic Star Heroine. The game.
Oh,
I said-
the weird RPG you've been playing.
Yeah, and like Basa's like, I just have like a couple more trophies to get. Let's try this. The last trophy I had to get before getting the platinum was defeat the first fight on Super Spy Mode, which is like the highest difficulty. I died 20 times before beating it.
Nice.
Wow.
Super hard. But I did it, so yay.
Sounds like it. Cool. So while we're on that topic, and I know this might be like a dead topic that nobody wants to talk about, but he brought up trophies, so I'm going to bring it up anyway, because when the 360 came out and I got like my first achievement, I was hooked. And that whole 360 era, I was like, I'm an achievement. I will play games to get achievements. And then I got my PS3 and I just really didn't care about trophies, but I was still really into achievements. And then I got my Xbox One, and I think mostly because the Xbox One user interface is so weird and convoluted, and you have to dig into menu after menu after menu just to get to anything. I was like, I don't care about achievements anymore. And I haven't cared since then.
I normally don't, but I just figured I'm like really close. I should just go for it.
I mean, yeah, if you're like,
that was a
oh,
favorite game,
well, okay,
yeah.
so like in Puzzle Quest, there's literally one achievement I don't have, and if I were to get it, it would be the first time that I've 100%ed an achievement list on anything, and I'm aggravated that I don't have it, and I've tried to get it, and I just can't.
I used to get paid for doing that.
Wow.
For getting
Yeah.
achievements?
Yeah, and a game called Boom Boom Rocket back in the day. So
That sounds familiar.
good
I
times,
wish
man.
somebody-
But you're right. Achievements seemed more important back then.
Yeah. Well, and again, I think it was because you would get an achievement, it would pop up on the screen, all the information that you wanted
Mhm.
was right there, and if you wanted a little bit more information, you hit the Xbox button, and without interrupting it kind of
Right.
interrupted your game, but the game is still running, and it's just in there in an overlay, and you look at it real quick and you get out of it. And then on the Xbox One, it's like, well, no, now the game has to be minimized, and this other thing has to come up, and I'm like, oh my word.
It's like
What
they
in the world
crammed
were you doing?
Windows 8 into the Xbox.
Right. And every single time that they're like, oh, we got a new update coming out for the Xbox One, and to be fair, it's way better now than it was when it launched.
Oh yeah.
But when they're like, oh, we got a new update for the dashboard, I'm like, okay, does it look like the 360 one yet? Because if not, it's still broken.
Yeah.
Just put the 360 dashboard on the Xbox One.
I just don't know why they
And
got rid
all
of the
the problems-
gamify option. Like you're right. Like you used to be very gamified. It was your avatar on the front all the time. It was your achievements and your stuff. And now it's just kind of like, you're just like Josh said, you're a Windows 8 customer. Here's boxes.
So
Right.
I know you all are making fun of it being Windows 8, but you know how right you are.
I had to use Windows 8 for about a year and a half, and
No,
I cried every day that I could not get my Windows 7 license back on the
No.
machine.
You don't know how right you are. The operating system for the Xbox One is literally the exact same kernel as Windows 8 and Windows 10, only with a customized Windows Store only, or in Xbox cases, Xbox Store only interface.
A GUI.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
Oh,
Which
that's the day I
which is
learned.
why it's so easy now for them to just say, hey, all the Xbox One games, at least the first party ones, are going to work on your PC. I mean, it's not, I don't want to say it's as, there's that old joke of save as Windows, and
Right.
it spits out a game that's Windows, and I
At the
realize
same
it's
time,
not
though.
quite that easy, but at the same time, that's kind of what they were shooting for.
But yeah, the Windows 10 store game, or the Windows Store games that like Gears of War 4 and Quantum Break and all those that work on both the Xbox One and Windows 10, it's because they both use the Microsoft UWP platform, Universal
Yep.
Windows Platform. And so that's why it can work on both, because they're both running Windows.
Everybody loves Windows Universal Universal Windows Platform. I knew I got that wrong when I said it. No, actually, no one loves it. Jason just joined us. Hi, Jason. How's it going?
Hey, it's going well. How are you?
Glad you could join us. We're doing good. We're doing good. We were just normally I like to start the show off by first introducing everybody and then letting everybody kind of tell me about their week. But since there were so many people this time around, I was like, well, only talk if you have something really interesting going on. So if you have something really interesting that happened to you in the last couple of days that you're like, I'm just dying for the audience to hear about it, go for it. If not, we're going to jump into the news.
Well, beyond hermitizing and sleeping's fantastic. I agree.
Sleeping.
It's highly amazing.
Sleeping, everyone. Sleeping is just
love it. In fact, if people would watch me on Twitch sleeping, first of all, that's creepy, but I would do it.
Patty, I think you stumbled upon our new niche.
Just sleep.
Patty sleeps.
Patreon just blowed up. Patreon just blowed up.
All right. Well, let's go ahead. Oh, that's right. I have to do a live read. I don't have my live read script up. I'm just gonna make it up. We are a humble partner. If you are watching this on YouTube, there's a link to our humble partner in the description below. If you're listening to the audio version, there's a link to it in the description of the podcast. Humble Bundle is a great service that allows you to buy games for incredibly cheap, and not like junk games. I mean, like, you get junk games in there, I suppose, but there's a lot of really good games in there. In fact, if you do the Humble monthly, the last monthly, in fact, you might still be able to get it, had Destiny 2 in it, which, and I know somebody out there is like, no, that is a junk game. Whatever. I haven't played it. I don't know. I can't really say.
You got 15 hours for Destiny 2. And right now, some of the games that are on sale include Cultist Simulator, which is a game that I am currently playing to review. Other games that are on sale include Smoke and Sacrifice, another indie game. There's actually not a whole lot that's on sale right this second, but they're saving it for June 1. Everything changes tomorrow when this goes up.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And then also, so what you're buying from Humble Bundle most of the time, unless it's just DRM free, you're getting Steam keys. Occasionally you'll get a Uplay key. I guess there's Origin keys on there. I don't actually know. But it's really good. The money goes to support charity. It goes to support the developers. Some of the money goes to support Humble Bundle. And if you use our Humble Bundle partner link, some of the money goes to support us. And it's a great way to support all these things that you love by buying games you are probably going to buy anyway. Also, if they usually do really big sales about the same time that Steam does their really big sales. yeah, the Steam sale's usually better. But if you're like, oh, the Steam sale's on, and you want to head on over to Humble Bundle and just look and see what they have, a lot of times you'll find stuff for pretty cheap over there. All right, we are going to jump into the news. This first bit of news I'm going to run through real quick. CrossForge Gaming is seeking a social media manager, someone who can be on top of making sure the Facebook page is getting updated and the Twitter page is getting updated. And basically what that means is when one of our Twitch streamers is going live, he'll say, hey, I'm going live. Please let everybody on Facebook and Twitter know. Actually, I think Twitter might get notified automatically by Twitch, but anyway, you get the idea. When a new video goes up on YouTube, we want you to post it, make sure it gets shared around, that kind of thing. I know it sounds like, because I know when I think about it, I'm like, man, this is something that it doesn't take that long. Why can't we just do it? You honestly have no idea how much time it takes to do this. Because like by the time I get around to posting one of the YouTube videos up on Facebook, I'm so kind of worn out from working on the YouTube video itself that whatever description I gave of the video sounds really robotic and boring. And so part of your job would be making it sound way more interesting than I'm able to make it sound, or than Darman is able to make it sound, or or whoever, because it just, trust me, when you get done editing a video or doing a stream and you're trying to think of a way to make it sound interesting on Facebook, you just don't have the energy. So that'll be part of it. And it's a good way to get here on the ground floor for CrossForge Gaming. Yes, everybody here on CFG is a volunteer, and we appreciate that, but it is our long-term goal to eventually become a actual business with payroll and paying taxes and all of that fun stuff. So if you get in now and you do a good job, I'm not going to sit here and promise you that you'll have a job waiting for you once that happens, but your odds of getting it are pretty stinking high. All right, so free games coming out this month. Assad, why don't you tell it? No, wait, you're a PlayStation guy and an Xbox guy. I'm the Xbox guy. I'll read the games of gold. Assassin's Creed Chronicles Russia is available until June 30th, and that is for Xbox One. Sonic and All-Star Racing Transform is available until June 15th. That is for Xbox 360. The 360 games are yours to keep, whether you keep up with your gold subscription or not. The Xbox One games, they function like PlayStation Plus. Your subscription has to be good. And all 360 games that are on Games with Gold are compatible with the Xbox One. Sonic and All-Star Racing Transformed, pretty stinking good game. If you don't have a Nintendo console and you want a good kart racer, and obviously you don't have access to Mario Kart because you don't have a Nintendo console, you can't do too bad with Sonic and All-Star Racing Transform. I thought it was a pretty stinking good game. All right, Assad, PlayStation guy, go through those PlayStation Plus games for me, please.
Sure. Okay, so first on the list, we've got XCOM 2 for the PS4. We've got Trials Fusion for the PS4. We've got Zombie Driver HD for the PS3. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier, say that 3 times fast, for the PS3. Atomic Ninjas for the PS Vita, and Squares for the PS Vita. Squares.
So a lot of times, and I'll be honest, I kind of just Googled this and took the first article about these that wasn't Polygon, because I won't click on a Polygon article. Fight me. And so unfortunately, the first article that came up was Forbes. And so while I'm sure the information is accurate, if any of these are cross console, they didn't bother to point that out. So, and because I mentioned that because last month, some of the games, like if it was for Vita, it was also on PS3, or if it was on PS3, it was also on PS4, and you do get both versions of the game. The Forbes article didn't bother to mention if that was the case with any of these. So if you're like, oh, Atomic Ninjas is actually also on PS3, awesome. I just don't know because Forbes didn't tell me. Yeah. So, all right. The first bit of news we have here is something called PlayStation Days of Play. Now, again, since I don't have a PS4, I'm not really up on it, but this sounds like it's something that they've done in the past. Can my PS people confirm that? Not everyone at once.
That sounds like that's something they've done before. Usually they'll release some sort of special edition, like PlayStation or whatever, and the controller or something. But I never really had the chance to take care of it. Actually, I think the last time that they did something like this was when they it was for like the 25th anniversary, where they made the PS4 like with the same decorations as the original PlayStation
Oh
console.
yeah.
Mhm.
Which
And it had
I
that custom
love
boot
that.
animation that was
Oh.
the original PlayStation.
Yeah.
This console's sexy though. This blue, I'm okay with this blue.
Yeah,
Like,
and
that's
yeah,
classy.
it's pretty nice. too.
Interestingly, it looks like it's a regular PS4 and not a Pro because
Not
the
a
price is
Pro.
$300.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure the
Yeah.
Pro is 400.
Well, now it's got the extra layer on the cake. This only got 2 layers. It doesn't have the 3 layers of the Pro.
That's right.
Mhm. So, but yeah, this console is really nice looking, actually.
It's a nice
for those of
skin.
you, yeah, since none of y'all can see it, actually, unless one of you guys wants to share your screen, but I'll go ahead and describe it. It's blue. It's got the controller buttons, so square, triangle, X, and circle, and that's surrounded by, I guess more of the controller buttons kind of all around it. You've probably seen something similar to it in like old PlayStation commercials, because I feel like they really lay into this like square, triangle, X, circle for their
Sure.
branding. And so that's basically what you're looking at. And the blue is a really nice.
That's very nice.
Blue
And the
color.
the gold I like too.
Yeah,
I've got it
It's a
shared on my
pretty
screen.
console.
Nice. Yeah, we got you up here.
Okay.
And the other thing, the jet black PS4 Pro is only $350. So there is a discount in that right now,
Oh,
even if it isn't
yeah.
a special one. So $350 for a brand new PS4 Pro.
Yep.
Yeah, Patrick. So if you want to get back, on the vote here.
Yeah.
Here's your chance.
I'm trying to save up money for a down payment on a house, so probably not.
Oh.
Okay.
Know
That's right.
that feel. Know
But
that
yeah, so Ned's actually got it up on his screen with his 900,000 Chrome tabs. Oh my word! Let's,
Why does my
but I'm gonna
computer
go ahead
run
and-
so bad?
Yeah,
Hey, there's a reason I have 32 gigs of RAM, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Power of man.
Chrome.
And
Yeah, so
There's a gig
if
for
you're
each
watching
tab.
the YouTube video, you can see here there's PlayStation VR bundles. He's just scrolled up. Go back down. Okay, here we go. You can get God of War for $50, Gran Turismo Sport for $20, Horizon Zero Dawn for $20, and these are the American. If you're in Canada, everything's about $10 more. So sorry, Canada. MLB The Show 18 is $40. Shadow of the Colossus remaster is $20. Something called Bravo Team for PSVR is $30, and Farpoint, which that I've heard of for PSVR, is $15, and The Inpatient is $15. So there you go, and that really sexy looking PlayStation.
Uh-huh.
So
Mhm.
Also, apparently,
That's
you can get PlayStation Plus for a year for $50.
Oh,
yeah, and
Wow.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I do know I haven't been keeping up with my gold subscription because I just don't use the Xbox that often anymore. But I do know anyone who pays full price for Xbox Live Gold is a sucker.
Yep.
Just wait long enough and you'll find it on like CD Keys or Amazon
Or
or
eBay.
something.
I just go to eBay and
or
look it up.
eBay for really cheap.
Yeah.
I can't say that back when I had my PS4, I ever had much luck finding it for cheaper than full
Yeah.
price. So yeah, you can snag it for $10 cheaper than normal right now, and that is pretty sweet. All right, moving on to actually real quick, my PlayStation folks, anything on that list that you're excited about that you're going to pick up?
Probably Shadow of the Colossus because I have never played it.
What, dude? Oh my word, you don't even know. Like if I still have my PS3 and I have Shadow of the Colossus HD on that, so that's getting me by. But oh my gosh, Shadow of the Colossus is such an amazing game.
I know, and I'm going to play it.
You need to play it. It's good. If I had $20, I would just buy it for you, but I don't because I'm buying a house. All right,
I'm really thinking about buying a PS4 Pro finally. So this
Do it.
may be the time I jump in because
Do
I
it.
need Bloodborne. There's just goodness I can't play on my Switch.
You need
I
that
love
in
my
your
Switch.
life.
I do.
Indeed. All right. Not a whole lot of information about this, but the Sonic Racing tease that we got back in March around the same time that they announced all the extra stuff for Sonic Mania got a trailer that also didn't really tell us anything other than it's another Sonic Racing game.
It's no Sonic R, that's for sure.
That's the truth. Sonic R. I still I understand Sonic R. I play it because it's bad, but I don't understand why they decide why are they putting these characters that run fast in cars? It doesn't make any sense to me. Just don't do it.
Let's that question is interesting. The more interesting question is why can't just Sega give Sonic to Chris Whitfield and that entire team behind Sonic Mania and just go, guys, look, you did a great job. We're incapable of doing this. We are driveling idiots. Stop us. Please. Take the gun from our hands and make Sonic live.
Right. Take the gun out of Shadow the Hedgehog's hands because he never needed it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would be totally fine with that.
Hold up.
What?
Shadow the Hedgehog, though, was pretty lit.
I haven't played it. I'm going to be honest. I haven't played it.
No. I did not agree to be on a show where you get to say the words Shadow was pretty lit. I didn't agree with it.
It wouldn't be so bad if we had the vape clouds around him and like, nah, man. Nah, that's pretty lit.
No, we're all about free speech around here, even if your free speech is wrong speech. All right. Yeah, so all that we know about that is that it's more Sonic in cars and it's coming out this winter. That's about all there is to say about that. In more really weird Sonic news coming out, did y'all know that there's a live action Sonic movie coming out in 2019?
Yep.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Now Sonic is CG, but there's going to be humans and
No, God.
James Marsden is going to be the lead human actor in the movie.
Where's the bourbon at?
I haven't liked that guy since he played Cyclops in X-Men.
Right.
You know,
So I'm
you
just
would
gonna
have
think back
thought
to that.
they would have learned from the fairy tale series that you just.
Yes.
I just want to know, is James Marsden going to be the one that Sonic makes out with before the movie? That has to happen.
Regardless if he does or not, there's gonna be fanfic about that. There's gonna be
There probably already is. Just go to DeviantArt and this photo or this picture already exists.
There we go. Here we go.
Donate $2.
I mean, come on, look at
Look at it. Look at him.
Look at that. Look at that right there, huh?
Yep.
Hunka burning love right there.
I mean, if I was Sonic,
Is Sonic gonna be a 50s hillbilly retro rock and roll? What is this?
Rockabilly.
Rockabilly? I don't know. Brave direction, Sega. Brave direction on that one.
And what's really weird
Small
is
move, Cut. We'll see if it pays off.
so yesterday, as far as I know, this article by the Hollywood Reporter came out today. Is there a publishing date on the May 30th? That was yesterday.
May 30th, yeah.
2 days ago, the rumor was going around that Paramount Pictures, who is producing the film, was eyeballing Paul Rudd for the role.
I'm so glad I didn't get him.
I mean, I would imagine he got asked and he went, "No, I'm Ant-Man. I don't need this."
He knew.
I mean,
he knew.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. This movie already has 2 strikes against it to start with because 1, it's a video game movie, and 2, it's Sonic.
Yeah.
So,
but let's also be honest. I'm gonna go see it opening night because I can't miss that trailer.
I will too. I never watch movies in theaters. I'm going to go watch this.
Pulls a Bradley Cooper. I mean, I'll play devil's advocate here, but maybe he pulls a Bradley Cooper like a rocket.
Oh,
Never know. Bradley Cooper
We'll see.
totally blew me away in the first Guardians movie with his rendition of Rocket Raccoon. That was fantastic.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Hang on a minute. Is James Marsden playing Sonic? Because for some reason I was thinking he was the human lead, but maybe he's not. Maybe he's the voice.
It looks kind of hedgehoggy.
I mean, he'll never be Jaleel White.
No. Um,
Hedgehog 2. Julia White.
you know, it doesn't say anywhere in this article whether or not he's
Now,
like,
okay,
voiced
hold
in
on,
it.
hold on. Now I've got to go listen to the guy. Now that I know what he looks like.
Yeah, I don't
Alright,
know what he
just-
sounds.
yeah,
I mean, I
just go
guess I
find
saw
a clip,
X-Men, so
Yeah, go find a clip of Cyclops from the original X-Men movie. That's what he sounds like.
go find that clip of him dying in the middle of X-Men 3 or the beginning of X-Men 3. That's what he sounds like. I don't think he actually
oh
talks,
God,
does
no.
he? Doesn't he just
Oh, please,
die?
no.
Isn't this like muffled gurgling or something?
I just listened to him on the Late Show with Colbert. Oh my God, I really hope this is not the voice of Sonic. Like, I don't care because of the fact that it's Sonic to begin with,
Yeah.
but just listening to his voice now from that interview with Colbert, I'm just like,
Well, anyway, so that's what we have to look forward to. Oh, and actually, what's really weird is it has a hard date of November 15th, 2019, which considering the movie's not like even in like shooting phase seems awfully like wishful
Ambitious?
thinking of them to think that like, oh yeah,
I think they're just trying to draw the hype out as early as they can.
right. Also, wouldn't that put it like really close to whatever Star Wars movie Disney's gonna put out that year?
it'll be
Yeah.
close to the Boba Fett, I believe.
I thought,
There's a Boba
when's
Fett.
episode 9?
Yeah,
I thought episode 9
yeah.
was this year.
I'm really torn about that
Um,
Boba Fett movie.
Oh, that we're gonna get Boba Fett?
Yeah, the reason why he got so popular is because he's so mysterious. You know nothing about the guy other than he's just
Thank
a
you.
badass.
I mean,
Thank you.
Well, he's terrible with the
Thank
jetpack,
you.
I know that.
Thank you. But you said it, sir.
I mean, he's like
That is
Fett is
fair.
by all means probably my second or third
Honest-
favorite character in the franchise, and I'm really torn at the fact
Okay.
that we're getting a
If
movie.
they're gonna do a Boba Fett movie, here's what they got to do. It's got to be like Passion of the Christ. It's just the last
Oh.
24 hours of his life.
Oh,
And you see him get eaten by
Wow.
that thing.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
That got dark. That got dark quick.
Slow motion falling into the pit, like, yeah.
only the difference between this and Passion of the Christ is he doesn't come back. He's just dead.
Oh,
He's just gone.
No,
Yeah.
no, man. He rose on the third day
Day rose
with a
third day.
grenade.
Oh,
All right, before we
So,
get blasphemous.
It looks like it's going to be competing with Wonder Woman 2,
Gross.
oh.
James Bond,
Eh.
It's gonna do so poorly.
Terminator 6,
Oh,
What?
jeez.
I
Yeah.
missed
Frozen
it.
2.
Yeah.
Frozen 2.
Yes, of course.
Whoa,
All
it's
right.
going against Frozen 2? Okay, well, just
Okay.
Pack up.
wow.
All right,
Might as well move
all
change your release date.
We,
Utilizing
we got-
your own sales. That's great.
There's a
All right.
Masters of the Universe movie coming out on December 18th.
Yeah.
That
2
That
days
would be worse.
prior to the next Star Wars movie,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Episode
Oh.
9.
so we
Wait,
have
is the He-Man movie coming out?
We have to right now, and in fact, I'm gonna put this in a document so that we can come back to this in a year and a half. Starting, let's start with Assad. We're gonna go through and everybody vote. Is Terminator 6 or Sonic the Hedgehog the movie going to do worse?
Sonic.
That is-
Sonic.
So,
I'm
Okay.
gonna have to say
People who have watched the previous Terminators will go to the sixth one because they're a fan franchise.
You know, we
and
started.
Sonic-
We said start with Assad.
yeah. So Assad,
Oh,
Assad, what's your vote?
I'm gonna probably say Sonic's gonna do worse.
All right, Sonic's gonna do worse, and then I think I got Brian next to you. Yeah, Brian, what do you got?
Yeah, Sonic.
Okay.
Sonic.
Brian is Sonic. Let's see, and then I got Andrew.
Sonic. Sonic's gonna do way worse.
Is everybody saying Sonic?
No, hold on. Are we talking about the movie itself or how it will do?
Yeah, how like money? How much money it's gonna make?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. Like in the first weekend. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Armin.
Come on, Darman, make the smart choice, man. Make the smart choice.
Choice, a smart choice.
there's
I
some
believe in
heavy
it.
Oh, am
hitters
I next?
coming out.
Yeah, you're next. Darn.
Oh, I didn't know I was next in the camera line.
Well, my camera line.
I,
It might be different for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be dumb.
Oh,
I'm actually gonna say Terminator.
wow.
And I have reasoning, but
You want to share that with me?
All
Not
right.
yet.
And then
Not yet.
Jason, what are you going with?
I'm gonna have to pick Terminator.
He's gonna pick Terminator.
Wow.
And then Ned.
They're both going up against Frozen 2.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that.
Yeah, we're not telling how much they're gonna get dominated. Who's gonna get dominated less?
Yeah.
I don't know. As bad as Terminator Genesis was,
Oh yeah, terrible.
Terror bad.
Flip a coin, Ned.
yeah, it's. I'm gonna go with Sonic,
All right.
but it's just barely.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm going Terminator, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay.
Oh,
The
now we're
reason
going
why
wise.
movies like the Emoji Movie do well because they're stupid little kids movies that parents will take their stupid little kids to indiscriminately, and because 34-year-old nerds like me will be like, I have to see how bad this movie is going to be. And I just don't think Terminator has that. So I think Terminator is going to do worse.
You think parents are going to mistake Sonic as a stupid little kids movie?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it'll be at that level.
You know
I
how
think
many
it's gonna-
parents?
Deadpool? They mistake
No.
Deadpool for a
You know what?
family movie?
No. You know what I think it's going to be
Deadpool
more
is-
akin to? I think it's going to be more akin to Astro Boy, or Tintin, because those were really well animated films.
true.
They were for kids, but the subject and who the characters were so niche that I think most parents are like, "Who's?" I still know people who are like, "Oh, I know who Mario is." Do you know who Sonic is? Sonic.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll see.
But I
So
don't
we'll get to revisit this in a year and a half and see who won.
I picked Terminator, and I'll probably go to the theater to actually see it because I'm a fanboy. So
Yeah.
See how bad it is.
My reasoning was much the same as Patty's. It is kid friendly, and by volume, you're going to take the whole family to see it. Terminator, you're not going to take the kids to go see it. So, judging by laws of averages,
Or you could just do a double feature: go see Terminator and then go see Sonic.
man, drive-in, let's go.
Yep. Do it.
You have all the good films over here, and Terminator and Sonic over here.
Yep.
Done.
Absolutely.
Also, there's Frozen 2.
All right. Twitch Prime. We are Twitch affiliates. We have a Twitch Prime 30-day free trial that you can try out. The link for that is in the description below. You get free games every month. The only reason the Twitch Prime free games for June weren't in the list that we read earlier is because apparently Twitch you don't find out what the free games are until they happen. And we're recording this on the last day of May. So in the next episode, that'll be part of the topic. But I know last month they gave away Gone Home and other things that I can't remember, but it's good stuff. You get free games with it. You also get a badge in the chat so that you stand out a little bit more, and you get to subscribe to a Twitch affiliate or partnered channel once a month for free. If you're not familiar with that, if you're like, maybe you're a YouTube user and you're like, wait, I have to pay for subscriptions on Twitch. The way that they work on Twitch, yes, you follow someone on Twitch. That's like your subscription on YouTube. And when you subscribe, you're actually contributing $5. I know they don't get the entire $5 because Twitch takes a little cut, but it's basically a way to support the channels that you like. With a little bit of money and a subscription. So, and since CrossForge Gaming is an affiliate, we would appreciate it if you have access to that for free, that you would consider giving us your free subscription or paying for one. I don't really care how I get your money. I just want your money. No, it's not really. All right.